Robin here. Welcome to my studio. Today I'm going to show you how to make these fun explosion cards with the Magical J stamp set and the Miss Magic designer paper. I have 14 grandchildren, so I had to make 14 of these babies. So when they open up, here's the surprise. So this one is for the girls. It has the unicorn on the outside. I did have to use some different designer paper because I didn't have enough. So this is the Fresh Florals designer paper on some of the girls. And the boys has the little dragons and knights. They say, "You are one of a kind." And when you open them up, you have the dragon and the knight. And hope your day is magical. Isn't that fun? So those are the cards we're going to make today. And to get started, you can make these any size you want. I just chose this size. I chose to use designer paper that was cut at 6x6 so I could get 4 out of a pack. But any size square would really work. Now you got to decide which is going to be, let me show you this again. You need to decide which is going to be the inside of your explosion and what's going to be the outside of your explosion. So I like the more solid for the inside. So what you want to do, this is a square 6x6, is you want to have the outside showing and fold it into a triangle. Use your bone folder to burnish it. Okay, and then you open it back up and you're going to do a triangle the opposite way. You with me so far? Okay, so we have 2 triangles. We're going to open it up again, and we're going to actually have, this time we're going to have the inside showing, and we're going to make it into a rectangle. So we did triangle, triangle, rectangle. All right, now these will fold together like this. This is with the outside of the paper showing. And you sort of have a, let me show you this. You sort of have a double triangle here. This is what it looks like. Just sort of use this little, you can see there is the center and here's the center. And don't worry about this showing because most of this is going to be glued down. So I just make a line there. And then I'm going to do it again on the other side. Okay, so I can see where the center is. Easy peasy, right? So don't worry about this. This isn't going to show. And then you're going to take one of the corners and you're going to fold it over to that center so the edge is flush with the edge. And we can burnish that. We're going to do the same thing with the other side. Okay, then we're going to flip it over. We're going to repeat. So you're actually doing this 4 times altogether. And repeat. Okay, so it looks something like this. Now we're going to open it up just a little bit, and we're going to tuck these little triangles in. Tuck in. Tuck in. Now we still have 2 more triangles, and we're going to tuck those in, tuck in, tuck in. So it's going to look like this, or if you want to see the outside of it, it's going to look like this. Now we're ready to decorate. Okay, to decorate, we're going to use the Miss Magical Day stamp set. And I'm going to use the little We could have used the mermaid again, but I chose to use the little unicorn just because I thought it was fun. And because I'm using powder pink cardstock, I'm going to go a little softer with this. So I'm going to use basic gray rather than the black. On the Lemon Lime Twist, I did use a black ink. And we'll stamp. We have a unicorn. And this is your one of a kind. So I'll stamp that on some powder pink. So you're only going to stamp 3 times for this card. And the other one is Hope Your Day is Magical. And we're going to stamp that. Let's get this out of the way. Onto the inside of our card. So you're going to open it up a little bit to do this. So stamp that. Hope your day is magical. And of course, it'll all go back together. Really easy. Are you with me so far? This is fun, right? And I just wanted to do a soft color wash for the unicorn. So I have Sweet Sugar Plum, which is retiring, Pool Party, and So Saffron. So some lighter pastel colors. I'm going to use the So Saffron for the mane. And possibly for the tail. I'm not worried about going outside of the lines because I'm going to cut it out with the die. So it's not a problem. Then we're going to get a little bit of this Sweet Sugar Plum. Make sure you get enough water on there. I don't want this too dark. Okay. And we're gonna do portions of that, and then you'll want to clean your aqua painter off each time. And then we're going to pick up some Pool Party. Ooh, got that a little dark. Be okay. Maybe do that little ear up there. Okay, looking pretty good. Did you see that? And that took seconds, didn't it? So we have the unicorn. We also want to cut this. And we want to cut a glimmer heart. So this is with the Miss Magic glimmer paper. We need our unicorn die and this little framelit die. And these are all from the Coordinating Magical Mates die set that is bundled with the Magical Day stamp set. And then we'll just line these up. So I like to line up the legs, and then I go with the mane. Make sure that his little horn is on there. Once you have them lined up, just so that it doesn't move, I like to use a little bit of repositionable tape. You could also use washi tape. That works just fine too. And we'll line this up in here to make our little banner. Use some tape again. Easy peasy, right? Then we'll put on our second cutting pad and run that through the Big Shot. So you can see there was all kinds of dies that I could have used to make. I actually, on the boys card, I used the dragon die. There's a little mermaid, the little magical guy, and then these are the little waves for the mermaid, and there's some like little plants like seaweed, and then you could even have, I did the knight too for the guys, and there's some extra little dies there. So it's all fun. You even have some puffs from the dragon there. Then I'm going to use the retiring Sweet and Sassy stamp framelits, and I'm going to use this Sweetheart die and this Miss Magic glimmer paper. Let's get these out of the way. So once again, I have my platform, my cutting pad, the glimmer paper, and we'll place that on here. Isn't that glimmer paper gorgeous? It also has sort of a lime color green and the Bermuda Bay type color. So that's going to give us a little heart. So fun, right? Now to put this puppy together. So I cut a base. Because I used the 6x6 squares, I wanted something that would fit. So I cut this 3.5 by 7, and then I scored it at 3.5. So you have a 3.5 inch square card. This is powder pink. Then you want to open it up. Go ahead and look. Okay, I want this at the top. Just sort of line it up so you have a nice little edge there. You could have made this smaller. I did a sample here where I put my 6x6 on a 3x3 card, and you could do that. You just don't have a lot of edge showing. So that's cute too, but I decided to do this. And you can just fold that over. Yaha! Your explosion card. So that's just so fun. And then we'll use some Stampin' Dimensionals to adhere our heart. I'm going to put that sort of towards the bottom half of the heart because some of that's going to stick up over some of that fold. I wanted that right about there. Now, if you want to get anything to stick to this heart, you're going to need some dimensionals. So we're going to do our unicorn with some more dimensionals. Has some good adhesive on it. So fun. Isn't he cute and handsome? Okay, let me just make sure that that folds. Oh, I should have made sure it folded. Got it in the wrong spot. Okay, there we go. That's the other tip. You need to make sure that it's going to fold in wherever you put it. And then you'll want to do a little square of designer paper. I think I cut this 3 1/8 by 3 1/8, but you could do 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 or 3 by 3. Just anything that's going to fit on there. A lot depends on where the cuts land on your designer paper. This is the Miss Magic designer paper. Isn't she just beautiful? And I also used some Miss Magic designer paper to make my band. So you just fold that backwards. Make sure that's lined up. We're going to put some adhesive here to make our band. And just fold that together like so. The belly band will just sort of holds everything in place. Oh, the belly band was cut, I think I cut it 9 inches by 1 inch. So it gives you a nice little band for your card. Don't you like the little bubbles? It looks like she's in the ocean. And then we'll put on our little banner that we stamped at the beginning. And ta-da! We are done. Isn't she cute? So this is for a little blondie, but if you have a brunette, you could go with a brunette and so forth and so on. So she opens up to the little magical unicorn and the glimmering heart, because all the girls like glimmer. Now, I did not put glimmer on the boys because the boys like action and adventure, so we used the knights and the dragons, and I put the dragon and the little knight like he's going to go with the dragon. So that's a little more action for the guys, but you still get the explosion. So what do you think? Will the kids enjoy these explosion cards? They're super simple to make. I made 14 because I have 9 grandsons and 5 granddaughters. So we have dragons and knights and unicorns and mermaids. How fun is that? Well, this set, the Magical Day set, and its coordinating framelits are going away. They're while supplies last or until May 31st. So if you like this project and want to do it, you want to get those right away. And also the Sweet and Sassy hearts are going away. Also, they're all on the retirement list. I'm going to leave a link below to my blog post where you can find supplies for today's project. Thanks so much. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give me a thumbs up, and if you're not already a subscriber, subscribe. Have a fabulous day.